And this for you to control the slides. Just click that after. But
Okay.
you can comment as
Does it?
well. Yeah.
Is it working?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you. It was Jordan's doing. Sorry. Huh? No, yeah, I'm okay. I'm just waiting for everyone.
Anyways, thank you so much for coming out. We're gonna get started. I assume the room's gonna die down once we get going. Anyways, my name is Muhammad Tabayo. I am a second year.
We're gonna get started, everybody. We're gonna get started.
I'm a second year committee member here on SFAC.
I'm Catherine Essinger from the libraries. This is my first year.
And I'm Chi Nguyen from the College of Optometry. This is my second year in SFAC.
I'm Juan Gonzalez. Yes, I'm a senior accounting major, and it's my first year on this fact.
Hi, my name is Catherine Martinez. I'm first year in SFAC. Hi, my name is Lisa Maria. I'm a senior public policy student. It's my second year, and I'm the chair of the student committee. So thank you for being here and presenting to us.
My name is Haley Blackman. This is my second year on the SFAC, and I'm a third year law student.
Hi, my name is Diego Arriaga, and it's my first year on this fact.
Yeah, I know you're a student, ex officio member.
Karen Park, Executive Director of Business Services, ex officio member.
Debbie Bird, Administrative Assistant to Dean Students.
Skylar Spence, I'm a student worker.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Madison Marshall. I am the 2025 chair for the Homecoming Board. We are a university-sponsored organization that works closely and under the Center for Student Involvement. We recently had our homecoming October 13th through the 18th, so hopefully you guys were able to come out, show your Cougar pride, kind of see the fun things that we had lined up for the whole week. Unfortunately, I don't have my board with me, but we have our Vice Chair, Carson Lott, our Director of Marketing, Jakai Wright, our Director of Spirit, Anijah Cannon, and our Director of Court Activities, Damilola Lambo.
It's not just you.
Okay. These are our organization highlights from the fiscal year 26. We had Cougar Block Party, which is a new event that we had. It is the Friday event that we've had for homecoming week. Throughout this event, we usually have vendors, food trucks, just different things for students to come out and see. It's the opportunity also to kind of wind down from the whole week of festivities that we had while also keeping the students engaged for the homecoming game. We also had a 30% increase with 17 teams for our Spirit Cup. Within these 17 teams, we had all of the resident hall councils participate. We also had a 178% increase in the homecoming concert, with 2,300 students. With this concert, we didn't have any rain or any harsh weather conditions that hindered the performance of the artists. We also had the opportunity to kind of market and showcase the artist before he came out, which was Waka Flocka. And then we had a 17% increase in overall attendance of 5,602 students that came out to the week of homecoming. And then these are our new initiatives that we would like to implement for the fiscal year of 27. We want to continue implementing our 2 voting periods for homecoming royalty. This year we had a 75% increase in homecoming court voting participation. And we also had 1,821 students vote for King and Queen. With this homecoming royalty voting period, it allows the students to kind of network and get to meet the different committee or court nominees, court nominees before homecoming court or homecoming King and Queen are announced. We also had a Friday, or we would also like to have a Friday event of Cougar Block Party become a tradition throughout homecoming week. With this event, we have seen an influx of students within the last couple of years, or the last year, come out and participate throughout the week. We do have a one-time request for bed races of $17,184.72. Bed races is one of our largest events throughout homecoming week. With bed races, we tend to have vendors as well, and also food trucks. So being able to bring in more interactive activities and implement more food trucks also gives the students more options to have while they're at the event. And we also have a one-time request for summer marketing of $12,423.85. With our summer marketing, it just kind of gives us the opportunity to have our products in hand and also hit the ground running once school starts and showcase and network with the students before homecoming starts. And then this is our budget breakdown of information. As you can see, we are heavily student service fee funded, so thank you all for the contributions that you've made in terms of helping showcase homecoming week. We also have 0.011% of private donations and gifts. And then that's all. Thank you all for listening to me.
About the summer marketing, so would that funding would be used mainly for is it to pay someone to do the marketing on social media, or is it to have materials? And if you guys are going to start marketing in the summer, would that bring up nominees? Sorry. No, you're good.
Okay. When it comes to the summer marketing, it's to pay someone to make our marketing for us, not necessarily for social media. Mm-hmm. It's more of hand sanitizers or little mugs that we have throughout the week of homecoming. It just really is kind of our merch, if that makes sense, for homecoming. And then, what was the second part of your question again? Sorry.
Oh, I was thinking this was going to be the committee was going to start working in the summer on things and engaging with students that are wanting to run and stuff. So I was thinking for this to be a justified thing, would you guys start? Because I know a lot of the people that are on the court, they're very involved. So I was are they going to start doing some of the stuff that they promoting themselves in the summer? But since we cleared it up,
yeah.
But would that be a possibility? Because it's a 1 week event and a lot of funding goes into it. So I feel we should strive to make a bigger thing as we shift towards being more having more students. Would that be a possibility, or obviously you have to talk to your.
Yeah, I would have to see. I think it would be a little difficult for that to be a possibility in terms of having people, showcase themselves, just because homecoming is different every year. So sometimes you have a little bit of a later homecoming, so you don't have to pub as early on.
So for this year, what was the budget that you utilized for bed races this year? Is it similar to the amount that you're requesting for FY27?
It was 15,000.
15,000.
Yeah, a little less than
What is something that I attended bed races? what is something that you think would be better to organize the event better, just make it more effective for students and more enjoyable? Because I know there was a large turnout, but it seemed a little bit deorganized at times. How can we improve that?
That's a really good question. I think it may seem a little more disorganized just because it is a lot of things going on at once. And then we also are utilizing a smaller space when it comes to having all of those different things like being involved. I think the best way we could make it more organized or make it more enjoyable is just finding different ways to like have the space within those different vendors that do come out, and also having that space still available for bed races as well.
So do you think it will be a possibility for you to utilize, like, let's say, like the inside of the stadium, or is that like something that you guys have to pay for if you do utilize it?
Yeah, that is something we have to pay for.
Thank you.
I have a question. You say you the chair of 2025 homecoming?
Yes,
Where would you voted in and how long was your term?
it's only for the semester. It's not necessarily a voting in process, it's just a formal interview.
Formal, so the interview started in the fall?
It is in the summer, so like when the spring semester ends,
Okay. So you know in the summer that you would be the chair?
by the summer,
By the summer.
yes.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that you have some say or input in the summer marketing that we do.
Yes.
Thank you.
I have another question. Do you guys have any way of tracking like who is attending like those events, like distinguishing between like commuter students and students that live on campus? And if not, could that be something that could be implemented in the way you guys are tracking data, just to see like how can we engage, you know, our whole student body? So I was just asking, like, do you guys have any way of knowing do they live on campus or not?
We have 10,000.
We do when students use EventPass, which hopefully you've seen as you check in. It's really cool because that's connected to your PeopleSoft numbers, so we're able to pull all kinds of demographics. We can't actually pull that. We work with the Division of Student Affairs assessment person, which that position's currently empty, but hiring soon. They've been doing interviews. So we're able to work with them and get demographics like classifications, majors, commuter status, or residential status as well.
Yeah.
Anyone else have a question? Okay, I wanted to ask specifically about the summer marketing again. So, just you guys are asking for a little bit more this time than last time, although it's only like a 3K difference. I just want to know the effects of the summer marketing and whether you've seen that, like, because you're saying that it goes into like, the marketing aspect, but also towards more merch. Are you noticing that like merch is a retention drawer for some students, or I want to know the exact effect that you guys have been able to see from the marketing that went in from the past.
I would say one of the effects would be being able to kind of showcase homecoming board as a whole. When we have those, first couple weeks for weeks of welcome, it's really our opportunity to kind of showcase what homecoming board is and like the different opportunities we have throughout the week. It's just really getting the word out there, what we are and how you can be more involved on campus.
Maybe can I add also that we've seen pretty significant increases in the costs of items across the board, like the bed races requests going up a couple thousand reflects what we've seen trends as far as what our expenses have been with our different vendors and everything that we work with, is where some of that increase is coming in as well.
I appreciate that. That should be it. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.